Hi guys, hello guys. Hi besties, thank you so much for clicking into another episode with This is Fash. Today I am in the wild. We are in our farm. We've been cutting nappy grass for our cow to go and feed on. But the sound of the birds in this area, I just want you to listen to the sound of the birds, and then we shall go on with this vlog. I'm going to show you what we do around home, feeding the cows, and everything and whatnot and everything in between. So listen to this sound. This is our farm in Kenya, Africa. We plant many things. Bananas, this is a mango tree, that is a napier plantation, napier grass. Above there, the one you're seeing here, that is a maize plantation. We are still waiting for them to grow so we can harvest. We also cut some trees to use as firewood. And the sound of this bird is amazing. Listen. Yeah, did you hear that? What will stop you from moving to the village? The village is very nice. Everything is available. The sounds of birds in the morning chirping, the rains, everything is available. The food is organic, natural from the farm, and everything is just amazing. Move to the village, consider that. Yeah. So I'm going to carry this napier grass. Let me show you. There you go. That's what I'm going to carry to go feed the cow with. And then we are going to pass through through there. Yeah, through there, then we can go home. Come with me, enjoy this vlog. If you do like village content, leave me a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also give me a thumbs up. I know if he really loves me. Oh, it's all better see. I'm asking you because you know about these things. How will I know? I know you're wondering why I would say I regret moving to the village, but I am 32 years old and I moved back with my parents in the countryside. I have a job and I have one child and I am single, in case you don't know who I am. So this video is not to say that living with parents is bad. This is my story and this is how I feel about it. So I'm going to narrate to you some of this, how I feel about this thing, so that you can understand or try to see it from my point of view. So yeah, I moved from living alone. I had a house help, my child and me, just living in a 2-bedroom house back in another county. It was not in town, but it wasn't really village life because I was living alone in a rented apartment. And then now we moved back home and I had to live with my parents because I didn't have a house on this side when I got a transfer to come on this side, which has been very helpful. I'm really grateful to my parents for allowing me to live with them when I don't have a place to stay. And they always tell me I always have a place back home to live with them. And I'm so happy I have that chance. But that comes some downsides, especially when you're a grown up and you come back to live with your parents. It has some kind of limitations. Kwanza, I barely have a routine back with my parents right now. I barely have any kind of routine. I have kind of lost myself. I feel like I don't have my own place where I can do my own things. So I have really gained weight, if you can see from this video. I had lost weight last year, towards this year, 20 kgs down, and I was looking very good, very nice. Because, when I live by myself, I have some kind of discipline with food and with the times I eat and when not to eat. But when I live with my parents right now, I've discovered that I cannot really run any form of routine, and that includes the feeding routine. So I have really gained so much weight, which I need to work on. I just need to find a way to navigate this and try to find a balance. I know you guys are going to tell me that in the comments. I know I'm going to try to find a balance, but it's one of the things that are really weighing me down. I don't feel like I belong. I feel like I have outgrown my mother's and my dad's space, so I can't do my own things in their house. Does that make sense? The things my mama makes me do. Okay, that's on a light note, because I have nails there, as you can see. I was showing you guys, and I had to tie down this nappy grass. That's point number 2. The chores at home are not like when you're in your own house. So we usually have help to do these things, but today he wasn't there, and the cow was going to go hungry. And as a village girl, I was raised here. I was not gonna watch the cow go hungry, so we had to go fetch some napier grass, and it's not easy because I have to put that on my head. I have to carry, my nails are gonna go bad. I need to be free. Come save me, guys. And don't get me wrong, I love doing this thing, especially when I know I'm assisting my parents with their chores and their livestock. I love doing it. I'm happily doing it. It's just not, it's out of my comfort zone, not what I'm used to. The other thing is when you're an adult living with your parents, especially back in the countryside, there's a way you would like to do things. But this is your parents. They know how they want them to do. So you kind of disagree most of the times because you would want things to be done this way and they would not want to be done that way. Sometimes you just keep quiet and there's no energy to tap into because I feel like I'm not actively involved in anything at home. Yeah. So this is me. We are gonna carry this napier grass back home, and I'm gonna tell you another reason why kind of feel like it's challenging to live back with your parents when you are an adult in the countryside. Sasa, tena another point is sometimes I feel like I have missed going out, you guys. I'm not a party animal. I don't drink so much. I rarely drink, by the way, but I have missed going out with my friends, even by myself, just to go out and relax in the evening, dance a little bit, take some wine. That I can't do right now, mostly because my friend is not around. We moved to different counties, but also I can't do it because I can't come back home late. Those evening night parties that you go to in the restaurant, in the bar, in the club, to go and hang out and drink and have fun and dance and sing. I can't do right now, you guys. Do you know why? Because I can't come back late to my parents' house. That's disrespectful to even come back very late at night, and I wouldn't do that to them. So I think it's also another downside. I miss going out, you guys. Come get me. You guys know how paranoid our parents are, especially when they have not been with you most of your adulthood. Because when you leave for campus or for college, our parents usually have a hard time adjusting to the fact that we have grown up and we can make decisions. And I think I've seen that coming back to live with them. Sometimes they feel like I'm a baby. I need to be, reminded that don't do this. And I appreciate, don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm not ranting. I'm just telling you guys, it's not easy for them to accept the fact that we have grown up and we can make decisions too. No one talks about the laziness that you get when you are living in the countryside. The laziness to leave and go to town. Just going for a simple thing like a salon hair, like washing your hair or getting your braids done. It takes a whole decision to make to just prepare, shower, go to the market, come back, and it's not easy. You guys don't overrate living in the village. It has its downsides. Like this time, I was undoing my baby's hair and I have to go, it's a whole journey to go get your hair done. Is that easy? No, it's not. The village has its beautiful moments and its advantages, which outweigh the disadvantages. Don't get me wrong. But the activities, the amenities are not easily accessible when you're living in the countryside. You have to travel, going for a simple salon date. So where I was working, I used to walk from my house to my workplace. But now things are different, yo. For you to live in the village and work in the city, it takes a toll on you. And don't get me wrong, I wanted this transfer like nobody's business. And the only thing I wanted God to do for me this year, if that is the last thing He can do for me, was the transfer. And I'm so grateful for this transfer. I am living proof that God actually answers prayers in His own time. You just have to wait. His promises are yes and amen. And I really waited and was very patient. And I prayed. And I thank God for this. So here we are making mala, by the way. So we came for the transfer, and then now traveling in the morning and evening, because you live in the village. For you to get village life, it has to be far away from the city. You know what I'm saying? Not easy at all. One of the advantages of living in the village, again, we are making mala fermented milk so that we can drink with the family and enjoy. Like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel.